Hello everyone and welcome back to Obas Trending Gist. Today we are diving into a controversy that has sparked a heated debate across Nigeria. It involves the Federal Capital Territory, Minister Nyesom Wike, and a recent altercation with a naval personnel over a land issue in Abuja. This altercation has reignited crucial discussions about civil-military relationship and the conduct expected from our public officials. The question on everyone's mind is, how should those in power interact with our armed forces, and what are the implications when lines are crossed? Well, we'll be showing you the viral clip from Channels Television Sunrise Daily where political analyst Segun Showumi minds no words in his assessment of the situation. Stay tuned because after the clip, we'll break down the critical issues at play. So sit back and take a watch.
We take objection with the words of the minister to the young military personnel. It does appear that there has been a lack of consensus on what exactly ought to have transpired, because some people say it brings to the fore again this very tricky issue of civil-military relations. Your thoughts?
There's nothing tricky there. If you have listening tools, and I expect the government to have, listen to what's happening on radio, listen to what's happening on television, filter the internet and see the opinion of Nigerians, what you are going to find out is that the federal government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a wicked problem. And what is this wicked problem? An energetic, competent, goal-driven, with evidence of performance on one side, but a mismanaged, excessively irritating and garrulous aide who has no capacity to understand that you are a minister, you are representing a president. The amount of invectives you put out at people increases their ability for them to, first of all, dislike you, and then by inference begin to dislike your principal, who then makes everybody believe that you have been given the liberties to disrespect everybody in the country. You had a problem in Rivers, you were backed. People didn't like that. You seem to have issues with almost all our revered leaders in the country, whom you have no ears talking to them anyhow, speaking to them anyhow, disrespecting them. People tolerated it. You are constantly in the media, screaming, shouting, bellowing, jumping, saying it anyhow you like. People are slowly but gradually unhappy. And suddenly, you have to do a ministerial responsibility that could have been done via administrative correctness. But in your, I'm bigger than everybody, I'm very strong, and this and that, you put yourself in a situation where a junior ranking officer is now forced to hold the line before you and made yourself and the entire government you represent to become the caricature of joke. Let me advise so that they know. I once asked Chief Obasanjo one day when he had finished that, sir, how do you people control, how do you get the army and the armed forces to behave in civilian regime? He paused and said to me, Segun, you are the son of a soldier, I went to minister. That's a good question. Now let me educate you. And I'm sharing this so that they can learn that, look, the armed forces are well trained. They are really, really expensively trained, and they are really good and professional. They will not take orders from a person whom they see is a little bit not properly or professionally able to give them orders. Rather than that, they will stay their ground, or they will just say yes sir and not carry it out. That the way to manage civilian-military relationship is to ensure that you are up to speed yourself in your own ways and you are professional yourself. Then you can then, engage them. At the end of the day, okay, tell me, have you not looked all over the world and look at the quantity of skits that they are making? You can't run government like that. You cannot be an irritating, garrulous aide of a government. You will make everybody even begin to dislike and hate the government you say you are serving. You are not serving at your behest. Yes, you are the minister of FCT. You are serving us. You are serving the citizens of Nigeria. You are serving at the behest of the president. You must control yourself and manage yourself better.
Mr. Showumi.
Yeah?
All right, Mr. Showumi, I think I believe that, your point has been made, and yes, we're almost out of time because we do have another guest. We have to thank you for sharing your...
Quite a powerful take from Segun Showumi. What we've just witnessed on Channels Television Sunrise Daily isn't just a political squabble. It is a stark illustration of the delicate balance between civilian leadership and the military, and the absolute necessity for decorum in public office. Showumi's core argument zeroes in on what he terms the wicked problem facing federal government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He acknowledges that Minister Wike might be seen as energetic, competent, and goal-driven, with evidence of performance, but he strongly criticizes him for being mismanaged, excessively irritating, and a garrulous aide of the president. Now, why is this significant? Showumi clearly articulates that the incentives put out by a minister increase the public's dislike not only for the individual minister but also by inference for the president they represent. This isn't just about personal popularity. It is about erosion of public trust in the entire government. He references past incidents like Wike's action in Rivers, which were backed but people didn't like that. This suggests a pattern of behavior that, while perhaps effective in some political context, is proving counterproductive in a ministerial role. Showumi further highlights Wike's public conduct, mentioning his tendencies to be constantly in the media screaming, shouting, bellowing, jumping and speaking anyhow to revered leaders. This kind of behavior, according to Showumi, gradually makes people unhappy. And when a public official carries on in this manner, it tarnishes the image of the office of the administration. Perhaps most critical aspect of his controversy, as pointed out by General Lonke Erabo, the former chief of defense staff, is that insult to officers is insult to the nation. So this statement underscores the profound implication of disrespecting military personnel. Showumi elaborates on this, emphasizing that the Nigerian armed forces are well-trained, expensive, good professionals. He wants that these professional forces will not take orders from a person whom they see is a little bit not properly or professionally able to give them orders. Instead, he says they might stay their ground or just say yes sir and not carry it out. This is a chilling insight. It implies that if a civilian leader, even a minister, lacks a professional comportment to command respect, they risk undermining the very chain of command essential for national security. The alleged misuse of the military for personal and private assignments further exacerbates this problem, turning a disciplined force into personal errand runner, which is a severe dereliction of duty and abuse of power. Showumi's advice, inspired by a conversation with former President Olusegun Obasanjo, is that to manage civilian-military relationship, one must be up to speed and professional themselves. Only then can you engage them. This highlights the reciprocal nature of respect and professionalism required to maintain stable civil-military relations. In a democracy, a minister is not serving their personal interest or ego. They are serving the citizens of Nigeria and operating at the behest of the president. They call for an apology to the president and the minister for the presidential intervention by figures like Ambassador Godnose Igali reveals a deep concern within influential circles regarding this issue. It is a plea for maturity and adherence to protocol. So, in my view, Showumi's intervention is not just about criticizing an individual. It's a vital reminder to all public servants about the gravity of their positions. When you represent a government, your personal conduct becomes a reflection of that government. Wike, despite his perceived effectiveness in certain areas, risks alienating crucial institutions and the general populace through his aggressive style. This approach, as Showumi rightly points out, makes everyone even begin to dislike and hate the government you say you are serving. It is imperative for our leaders to understand that true strength lies not in boisterous pronouncements or perceived invisibility, but in disciplined conduct, respect for institutions, and a clear understanding of their role in serving the nation, not just their personal or political agenda. This incident should serve as a crucial learning call for everyone in public service. So, what are your thoughts on this contentious issue? Do you agree with Segun Showumi's assessment? How do you think public officials should conduct themselves, especially when interacting with our military? Share your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Obas Trending Gist for more in-depth analysis of the stories shaping our world. Thank you for watching. and I'll see you next time.